Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. I've had another ruddy mare with my brand new PC, so I've had to ship that off. It was 60 quid just for them to come and pick it up, and they pick it up tomorrow. So hopefully they'll be able to fix it, but in the meantime I'm using like a temporary setup. So I've tried as quick as I can to input all of my settings, my OBS, my microphone, wavelength, literally every software. So if there is an error, I deeply apologize, guys. But hopefully there won't be any issues. So without further ado, let's just roll that intro and get stuck in to The Expanse Season 2, Episode 10. Here we go. Okay, Ganymede. They're all slightly traumatized.
Holden and Naomi, they're not like me. They're better. I'll watch your back, but they'll find your little girl.
I like that, you know? I really do like that. Like, I know what I'm good at, and I can do that, but I also know what they're good at, and they will find your girl.
They could both still be here. Where was Strickland when he took May?
There's a few.
That looks so sore on his head. Holy Jesus. Oh no, everything's dying. And it's now a makeshift nursing center. This is going to be so hard for him to see this.
It was beautiful.
I'll try using my imagination.
Sergeant Draper failed. And then she snapped because she couldn't deal with it. I think she's crazy.
Still, I wouldn't mind getting her in a room alone.
Oh, you and me both, Christian?
Our apologies if we kept you waiting. Not at all.
Well, they look like they mean business.
Right now, we need to finalize the terms of our accord.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Unless your intention is to have us shooting at each other again, let's do what we came here to do.
Oof. I don't know if he's brave or just stupid.
I know I saw something.
Oh, yes. A man standing on the surface of Ganymede without a vac suit. You absolutely sure about that?
You've done tests on her. She is sure about that. Hello?
But you believe what you saw is true because you need it to be true to explain how your team was killed.
I wonder if he believes that.
Just rest. A transport is coming to get you. You'll be shipping out day after tomorrow.
Well, that was a lot of comforting, wasn't it?
Open the shades.
Open the shades. She after an escape route? Was that bending then?
I have no idea where Dr. Strickland is.
Have you seen any patients with any kind of bluish modeling or unusual heavy skin growths? Growths might have been glowing.
From what?
I think she'd remember something like that.
A friend at the Martian embassy managed to get me Sergeant Draper's service record. She's an exemplary soldier who does what she's told to. What's wrong with you? Sit down.
This should be interesting.
I think she did see something on Ganymede.
What makes you say that?
And what's fueling these thoughts?
I believe that Ganymede was a test of a new weapon that Jules Pierre Mao is developing for Mars.
And now it all comes out.
You've been in contact with him?
No. But I was aware of his weapons research because I was working with him.
And he is. He's admitting everything. This is interesting. But you knew that.
Ever since you had Frank de Graaf killed.
I had no hand in that, Christian.
But you covered it up. You will have to answer for your part in that.
I know.
Yeah, like what happens now?
What we need to do right now is keep the system from burning down. This is everything that I know about the proto-molecule project.
Saves your second in command doing a lot of work. He's just handed it to you all.
It's just the beginning.
You better get reading, Christian. Let's find out what else he knows. Lucky it fell inwards, not bloody outwards. Are you prepared for this? I feel like she's really not prepared for what she's doing. Are you just gonna faint or throw up? Or both? Oh my god, it is making me feel motion sick. Holy Jesus. Oh my god. Ah! Ouch. But no, she just gets straight up and runs away. What a badass. I'd be like Lois or Family Guy.
Mama's place should be somewhere around here.
Looks like no one's got a place around here.
Truer words were never spoken.
Get out!
Oh dear.
You Roma?
Ooh, Roma.
Heard Roma's the man to talk to.
Ah, in that case,
This guy looks like a tosser.
what I want is chicken. No chicken, back of the line. Oh! Hey, man! No!
You can't fight Maeve, you bashed his head in! What's wrong with you?
Are you gonna help us?
Absolutely. I find little girl.
Oh my god, them arms. Them arms, though.
Thank you.
We talk about how Holden was holding Naomi back from stopping Amos. He wanted that to happen there because he knew that it would get the result that he wanted. Is Holden changing? Is he a changed man?
Take advantage of basic income, group housing, medical.
Oh, her eyes were amazing. What is that? And is that, are they getting clear water? Is that what that is?
Do you know the fastest way to the ocean?
The Martian embassy just informed me that there's a lot of activity around Sergeant Draper's quarters because she's no longer in them.
Oh, he found it out. Come on, Christian. This is your moment.
Very interesting.
Why would she run?
I'm not sure, but I've learned not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Find her. Find her now.
You have to find her as quickly as possible.
I'm on it.
The Martians will, of course, be trying to find her as well.
Can't they use the drones that were flying around? Or is that what he means?
Checked for proper identification.
My pleasure.
Because they'll be using them as well.
Are we information sharing with Aaron right now?
I'll tell him later.
Why haven't you turned him in?
At this moment, he's more useful to me outside of a jail cell.
Oh, he wants her to hand him in.
When he saw Eris hurtling towards Earth and realized what he'd put into motion, that it was time to make amends.
He doesn't trust.
To be fighting for the good guys again. I like it. It's nice.
That's not what I got from that, so I'm glad he explained himself.
I can tell you how to get to the ocean.
I don't have any script.
You're Martian, aren't you?
Looking her up and down there.
I've seen a few of you over the years. Being how close we are to the UN, you'll have osteo-X. Give me what you can spare and I'll tell you how to get to the ocean.
You're a drug dealer.
I can trade that and get a month's supply.
I was about to say that and he already said it.
I put myself on the vocational training list when I was 17 years old. 52 now. Still waiting for my slot.
Jesus.
Here's what you do. Feet planted, in line with your shoulders, back straight, millimeter at a time. Till your eyes are locked on the horizon.
He's gone, hasn't he? Yeah. Hopefully Nico is one of the good guys. Oh my god, his head. There's a look in his eye as well that's quite telling.
I would have stopped him before it went too.
Yeah, sure you would have done.
Every shitty thing we do makes the next one that much easier, doesn't it?
She's got a point there. He needs to start listening. Because he wanted her to be that grounding factor, and he's fighting it.
You're a homicidal maniac. I didn't kill him. Not yet.
Amos.
She was sick her whole life, and I couldn't fix her. I'm better with plants. I couldn't help her the way a father's supposed to.
Oh my gosh.
You asking me to tell you that's okay?
I know it's not.
It's like he's trying to figure out, like, socially what each situation means and how he's supposed to handle it, which says a lot about him, really, that he's willing to learn and he wants to grow.
What are you doing?
Something I actually know how to do. The air, the scrubbing plants, what's left of them, will die off. When that happens, they won't be able to stop the cascade.
Oh, bugger. They're using that for the oxygen, aren't they?
There's only a certain amount of pathways that can compensate for it, which leaves fewer pathways. And then they'll get overstressed.
Domino effect.
Ganymede's the most important food station out here. They're not gonna let it just collapse.
It looks like they are, though.
The station's dead already. They just don't know it yet.
Stupid. Oh, is this, Alex? What are you doing, my guy? Are these beers? Like, is he blooded right now? Because what if you need to drive, like, any second now? You're pooped. Yeah, he's hammered. What are you doing with that, then? What's he doing? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that'd be so cool. How sick is that?
Route Ganymede Station until further notice.
Oh, crap.
Any unauthorized ship.
And you're blooded.
This is an
Very,
emergency
very
arrest.
bad.
Priority alert.
Or is that just sobered him right up? Or was it not even alcohol? Was it just like a normal, like, pop?
I find the little girl and the man. They be moving way away from the battle and where the mirrors fall. Maybe they still be okay too.
She looks nervous. Oh, I couldn't even comprehend that. What he's going through right now, that'd be horrendous. Oh, he was right. He told her the truth. So I'm guessing she can't swim. Isn't this really dangerous? Or do they have pools in Mars? Just like a party ship. You're going in? Girl, it's gonna be cold. Is that just rock as well? It's not sand. Oh no, it is sand. Found ya.
Is it everything you thought it would be? I can't remember the last time I went down to the water. This is what attacked you and your team, isn't it?
He knew about that. He knew about that as well.
I need to know who is doing this and why. I need your help.
This is what I've wanted. I'm sorry, I'm not even talking, but
We need to go now.
I truly hope that Christian's words have had enough impact there to really sink in, because Gunny's really loyal to her government and her job and Mars. So there we have it, another episode down and another really, really strong one. And I still stand by my statement where I think that every episode of this show feels so much more like a cinematic movie experience rather than a series. I just think that the quality is just so high that it's, I don't know, it just takes me back a little bit, because it's not the vibe that I'm used to, but it's so good. It's really, really good. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I think that it's easier to enjoy when the writing and the performances are just so strong as well. So I've wanted Christian and Gunny to have this one-on-one conversation for so long. We got that initial one. I was like, you know what, I'll take what I can get. I didn't think it would go that way, but you know, we'll take it. But now we have had that one-on-one. To me, it's just so impactful and so important. At least that's what I'm hoping. Because if it wasn't long enough and they hadn't had enough time to really bond or get to know each other, like they didn't there, it's very short. But I'm hoping that it's still enough to plant that seed in Gunny's head and be like, look, trust me, I wish it was my government, because if it was, then I could at least control the situation. And hopefully those words that Christian said will resonate. Because it's right. If it was Earth that was doing all of this, at least from her point of view, she can control it. She can know what's going on and know how or what her next step would be. Whereas this has all been thrown at her in this episode because Erin Wright had only just come to her with this information. So prior to that, she's having to be sneaky, she's having to hunt around and get information in small bites and then do whatever she can to help the situation. Whereas now that Erin Wright is in his worst state, he's like, okay, I've been left no choice. This is not how I thought things would go. I'm just gonna have to confide in Christian and hope that she understands. But he's basically given up all of his power in that moment. Like, that was a huge scene between Erin Wright and Christian. To me, it was handled quite like low key, but it was very, very powerful if you think about the vulnerability that he's put himself in there, and he's just throwing away everything that he's worked for at the risk of coming clean and telling Christian everything that he knows. So I'm really impressed with how Christian's handled that, how Erin Wright handled it in the end. It took him long enough, but he got there. She hasn't thrown him under the bus instantly because she's thinking, right, well, he has this information. He knows more about Jules as well. So if they lock him away in a cell, the only way that I'm going to be able to find anything out is through a visit. That's going to be him salty over her anyway for her just handing him in. So at least this way, the trust can sort of start being rebuilt. I think that's what she's going with there, because she can get what she wants out of him, sort of blackmail him, like, you tell me everything and I don't say anything. But the second, you cross me or the trust is under doubt, I'm just gonna dub you in. That's the point in their friendship, I think, where we're up to. So again, huge moment there. We still don't really know what's going on with Christian's friend, the doctor, over on the ship, because they were obviously looking into Eros and everything else. But what we did get was the Rocinante group and May's father, whose name I can't remember, so again, I apologize. But we got their side of the story now, so I'm glad that they followed on directly from the last episode, because my worry was that the impact of what they went through would have been suppressed, because that was a really powerful scene at the end. It was extremely emotional, and they just left it in silence as the episode ends, which to me, it really had an impact. So if they would have skipped and gone through a different journey, I think coming back to this would have felt a lot smaller. So I'm glad that they did carry on with that, and that we got to see how Holden thinks about that situation, and Naomi as well. So for me, Holden he's changing for the worse. So he's allowing the negative surroundings to impact his decision making and the person that he's becoming. Whereas I'm hoping that Naomi will stay grounded and remind him that, he doesn't want to be those people, but he's drifting. So I want her to be the anchor to pull him back in and be like, look, you didn't want to be this person. Sorry to tell you this, but you're definitely becoming closer to them than you are to the person that you hope to be and have been for so long. I'm not saying this in like a negative way to Holden and like hating on Holden, because when you are constantly around those negative and aggressive situations and you're at the top as well, because he's the captain, surely it's got to feel harder to fight those urges being at the top spot, because everyone's looking to you to make those moves. And if you make the wrong call, it is going to impact everybody else. And when you're a captain, you're typically not surrounded by friends, because it's the captains that have to make the hard choices, to make those calls that no one else wants to make, and to make those sacrifices that others don't want to make. Holden is in that position right now. And I want Naomi to remember that, and to understand why he is making the decisions that he is, but also remind him that there's going to be a line, and at some point he's going to cross it to the point of no return. He's crossing it already, but I do still think that he could return as of now. Speaking of changes in characters, I want to talk about Amos. I know I spoke about him briefly during the reaction, but I just think that there's so much more there. Like, his relationship with the doctor is very telling as well, because I think he's looking at Amos and figuring him out quite quickly, whereas others struggle and others sort of keep those barriers up and keep him at a distance. I feel like because the doctor has nothing to lose at this point, he's just like, whatever. He's allowing those walls to drop and really see Amos for who he is. Again, could be talking out of my ass right there, but that's what I'm going to go with. I think that as of right now, they're the vibes that I'm getting. So Amos is recognizing himself a lot more. He's recognizing his strengths, what he's capable of, but he's also keeping his mind open for change and acknowledging right from wrong. So when the doctor, you know, tested him with the, I thought you said you weren't a homicidal maniac, for him to go, no, I'm not, because it's not me doing X, Y, and Z. And he's knowing that, you know, it's a bit ropey at times. He's on the boundaries when it comes to being a crazy person or not, and just killing whoever he wants to. But he does know that there are people out there that are just scum of the earth and need punishing. And I think for Amos as well, he's not in denial. Like, I think he knows that he's not a saint and he probably does need punishing for some of his actions, but his heart is still in the right place. Whereas others that act certain ways are just out for themselves and themselves alone, and have no heart at all, have no empathy for others or their decisions that they're making. And I think sometimes when he does black out, that is sort of his dark passenger taking over him, and he knows that he could cross that line. But the telling thing for me in that scene was the fact that Holden held Naomi back, because he knows Naomi can get through to Amos, and Amos would have snapped out of it way quicker. Holden's gone, no, we'll just let this play out a little bit longer so that we get what we want. Okay, now you can go and see if, you know, everyone's okay. But Naomi clocked it straight away, and Holden's like, you know, I wouldn't have let it go too far. Whereas I think Naomi's having those doubts now. She's like, sure, okay. Their relationship is reached like a solid point. You know, they said that they love each other, etc. They're really strong. But as time's going by, that separation is becoming really obvious. And I don't think their relationship is, it's not solid right now. It's not heading in the right direction. So that's going to be one to watch, I think, for sure. Before I sign off, I just want to quickly talk about Gunny and her situation. So the guy that was talking to her, like the family friend, he was sort of soft and delicate when approaching Gunny at first, but as things have gotten out of hand and as he's lost some of that control that he has on Gunny, or misunderstood how she works, etc., he's just getting more and more frustrated, and his true character is coming through. That's the vibe I got. It's like, I'm gonna act really nice, like I'm here for you and everything's okay, but the more that she goes bad, the more he's just like, you know, whatever, I'm going. And he's just off. Like, he's been given a role, he's failed the role, and instead of, you know, realizing his own situation, he's just getting angry and blaming her for it, and lashing out. So I don't think he's this understanding character at all. I think he was hired to be that, but there's only so much he can do without his true self coming through. And for Gunny, I hope that she realizes what her government, or the situation that her government has put her in. So she felt uncomfortable during that whole meeting, that whole ordeal, she has felt uneasy. They've tried to put a story in her head and reminded her, like, this is it, this is what you saw, this is how you felt, this is how the situation went, wasn't it? For her to sort of go, okay, don't like it. She knows exactly what's happened. She has got a level head. She believes in herself more than anyone else, which is rightly so. Like, she's a strong girl. So I'm hoping that she will remember that, remember the uncomfortable situation that they've put her in, and gone, maybe Christian's right. Maybe they are doing these things. I should probably look into this. So I hope that she's going to do her own research, look into it further, maybe look into Christian a little bit more and figure out, you know, can this person be trusted? Like, it's difficult, isn't it? Because she's seen people on Earth, because she's on Earth right now, and she's seen how they're being treated. She spoke to Nico and was like, surely that's not true. And he's like, you wouldn't believe me even if I told you anyway. Like, nothing would change. Not that she wouldn't believe him, but nothing would change following that. So even if she was to believe in Christian, she could also look at how her people are being treated and go, well, that's not right either. And I think that's the trouble right now. It's like, where's the good? I want to fight for the good, but I'm struggling to see it anywhere. It will be quite telling how she decides to move forward in this situation. But I love the fact that she found the ocean. I love that she experienced that. I love that she told Christian to her face that she takes it for granted. And for Christian to go, well, honestly, yeah, I do. I feel like people know the situation when it's brought up and slap them in the face. It's easy to overlook during day-to-day life, you know? But it's a really good episode. Not like crazy, action-packed, dramatic, like what we've had within The Expanse. But it was so good when it comes to the story and those small moments that are really adding up now. And even with, you know, the Ehrenreich thing, like a huge moment in his character. So a lot of characters had their own moments to shine within this episode, which I really appreciate and really enjoyed. Same with Alex, like him just floating around the ship. It was such a sick scene. And for him to then be snapped out of it when he's had the alert go off. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And now I'm just praying that when I come to edit this reaction, everything's going to go smoothly and there's no issues. One can only hope. But yeah, guys, it's going to be a couple of weeks until my PC is sorted. Hopefully it's sorted. If there are a few delays, or I don't know, anything when it comes to Patreon or uploading, etc., I beg that you're understanding. And I just want you to know that I'm going to be doing all I can. I'm not just going to be like, oh, well, that's that. I'll just have some time off. It's not like that at all. I'm going to be constantly trying to fix this, and hopefully everything's working. Touch wood. And nothing changes. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Maybe subscribe if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I'd just love to have you. Massive shout out to all my members, and a special one to my sponsors in that Mark of Jane tier. Names on the screen right now. Thank you so much for all that you do. It means a lot, guys. It truly does mean a lot. And until next time, goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dark Pack. And today it's a lovely Robert. And they say, before I begin, bless you, for the sneeze near the beginning. I don't understand why it was important to say that, but there it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I truly do. They say, love the Martian Marines landing on Earth. The sunglasses were to protect their eyes, not being used to the different light levels. The glass is called Smart Glass. I was introduced to it on an episode of This Old House. It has LCD technology that will originally make glass transparent or opaque at the touch of a button. Turning the same glass into a mirror and being voice activated is just a natural growth of that. It's so cool. I wouldn't mind some of that in my own house. You can get it, but it's very expensive. Well, yeah, there goes the idea. The Rossi using the relief ship as a Trojan horse is a time-honoured strategy. Just hide yourself behind another vessel that's gone the same way and you'll avoid detection. Alex has a hard part now, waiting. Like you, I was jumping around when Christian wanted to speak with Gunny. She didn't get Draper to say much, but what she did say spoke volumes to Christian. I totally agree. Couple that to what is happening on Venus, maybe Christian could bring Draper in on that. I know it's a long shot and they might share their suspicions. True, to be fair. And we kind of got a moment with that in episode 10. It's still early days. There's a lot more growth to be had there. The final scenes were unexpected. The Muscle laying claim to all the supplies and the ship, plus planning to kill the pilot and his partner. And if Holden and Amos hadn't shown up when they did things, might have been worse. See, that's true as well. And this is where I'm like understanding of Holden. So if they didn't show up when they did, they still could have been bombarded by those random belters and shot. I mean, they could have killed them both. We don't know what the situation would have been like if the group weren't there anyway. It's a lot of what ifs. So right now, the woman is angry with them, but in time, she will be able to let go of that. I mean, I hope so. I don't know if she can let go of the fact that her husband was shot in front of her, but we'll see. By the way, I do get emotional. It's more apparent when I'm happy. I recently sent a clip to your Discord from a movie called Shall We Dance? And I think it's sweet, and if you viewed it, then know that I get the clicks in the background. Marshmallow that way. Oh, bless your heart. One more thing, it's Valentine's Day as I write this, and I hope that you have a special someone other than Grayson to share it with. If it's not out of line, then let me give you this. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. I mean, we never really celebrate Valentine's Day, I'll be honest, but it was nice. It was a nice day, and I hope you guys had a lovely day as well. So thank you, Robert, for sharing your thoughts on episode 9 of The Expanse. I really appreciate it. And again, when I'm reading you guys' comments, it's that reminder that it is a community that we have here, and it's always something that I look forward to, and catching up on your comments and being able to see your viewpoints, etc. It just means a lot. It's a nice reminder and something that I genuinely look forward to, so thank you. And don't forget, guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, then don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, because maybe yours will be next. But until next time, guys, goodbye for now.